Today, we'll be solving LeetCode 25, reverse nodes in K-group. We start by defining a function called reverse K-group that takes two inputs, the head of the linked list and the integer k. Inside this function, we first create a dummy node with value 0. Then we connect dummy's next pointer to the head of the list. This dummy node is very helpful, because it makes it easier to reconnect groups later on, especially when the head itself gets reversed. Next, we create a variable called groupPrevious, and we set it equal to dummy. This variable will always point to the node that comes right before the group we are about to reverse. Then we enter a loop that keeps running as long as there are enough nodes left to form a group of size k. Inside this loop, the first thing we do is use the helper function to get the kth node starting from groupPrevious. If the helper function returns nothing, that means there are not enough nodes left for another group, so we break out of the loop. If the helper function finds the kth node, we call this node groupEnd. We then save the node that comes right after groupEnd into a variable called groupNext. This is important because after we reverse the current group, we will need to reconnect it back to the rest of the list. Now comes the reversal part. We set two pointers, one called previous, which starts as groupNext, and one called current, which starts as the first node of the group. Then we use a loop while current is not equal to groupNext. Inside this loop, we first save the next node of current into a temporary variable so that we do not lose track of it. Then we change current's next pointer to point back to previous, effectively reversing the link. After that, we move previous forward to current, and current forward to the temporary node. We keep repeating this until the whole group is reversed. At this point, the group has been reversed. The variable previous now points to the start of the reversed group, and groupPrevious.next should connect to it. So we connect groupPrevious.next to the kth node, which is now the start of the reversed section. Then we move groupPrevious forward to the node that used to be the first node of the group, because that node is now at the end of the reversed group. We then continue the outer loop for the next group. When we eventually run out of nodes to form a full group, we stop the loop and return dummy.next, which is the new head of the modified linked list. The helper function called getKth is also simple. It takes two inputs, a node called current and the integer k. While current is not null and k is greater than 0, we move current one step forward and reduce k by 1. If we reach the end and k is still greater than 0, that means there are not enough nodes. Otherwise, we return the node that we landed on.